Hey everyone, welcome to OMG Becky. Today's topics are going to be mommy issues and also how your life changes after having a child or adding an additional child to that. So stay tuned. So let's jump right into it. Once you have children, you're going to have mommy issues. And many of you know what that is, and some of you do not know yet or never will. But I'm telling you now, there's going to be moments as a mother that you're going to have some issues in life. So we're going to talk about that now. And our first topic on that subject is going to be what once was simple is now completely complex. And I mean, anything, just getting out of the house during the day is very complex. Just going to the grocery store or the post office or even getting ready to go to work is so difficult so everyday tasks just turn into a mother like myself, little bit more complex. It's still very complex for you because which I have a 2-year-old toddler, and they're even very unique in that age where things really start to change from when they were newborn to now. You have this crazy person always with you and always watching you. I mean, it's almost like being in prison at times because you have no alone time and someone's always watching you. So you better not F up, because let me tell you, they're gonna watch and they're gonna repeat it. So you definitely don't want that moment in the grocery store where they drop the S-bomb like my son has done to me. And it's very embarrassing as a mother, but it happens. I think it's very normal for us mothers to maybe drop an S-bomb here and there because we're so frustrated. I mean, your anxiety levels are completely skyrocketed. Your anxiety completely skyrockets after having a toddler. They're very complex. They are always watching. And God forbid if you try to keep a clean home like I do, that's not possible anymore. There is nothing that belongs to you anymore. And I'm not complaining about having a child. I'm just expressing the things that a lot of us think about. I think about this every day, like, oh my God, my life has changed so much since I've had a child. And now I have 2 sons, and the difference between the 2 are extreme. One is 8 and one is 2, and it's just so extreme between the 2. And that brings me to trying to have alone time as a mom. I remember when I had my first son, there was a moment where I literally locked myself in my closet with a bottle of wine and cried because I just didn't know what I was doing. And everyone wanted to give me advice, but I didn't really want it. I was living my journey as a mother, and it was very complex sometimes. My husband at the time was in the Army, and I was a stay-at-home mom, a full-time student, and there were definitely times where I would lock myself in my closet just to get a moment, and not a moment of peace, just a moment by myself with a bottle of wine, usually. And now we're gonna get into body changes after having children. I know a lot of women that are so blessed with genes that their body just bounces back, or it's even better than ever. Unfortunately, I am not that girl. I had to work my butt off literally in the gym just to get my body back. And after my second son, I still am not there yet. So you guys will definitely be partaking on that journey with me, losing the baby weight after baby number 2. Oh my God, what a big difference. It's not coming off the same. So I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. And your body just changes. Like, everything goes south. It's like, hello, we're up here, we're not down there. But yeah, it does go south. And for many of us, unless you have great genes or a great plastic surgeon, which I don't have any of those, so. But all hope is not lost. I mean, you can definitely still work out in the gym and work out at home with your kids, stay active, and embrace your new curves as a mom. I definitely am learning that as time has passed, that I am not the same as I was before I had children, which my first child was born when I was 27 years old. So my body has definitely changed a lot, and it's pros and cons. And I definitely tried to focus on the positive. And so we're all gonna go through changes, and it's okay to embrace those as a mother. I mean, that's another mommy issue, and that's also another life change for you as your journey begins as a mother, which is a beautiful thing. I definitely remember when both of my children were born. It was a beautiful moment for both, and I cried each time. It was probably the first time I ever felt that kind of love for someone else. It's a beautiful thing. As crazy as they make you, you definitely start to worry about someone more than yourself for the first time. And when you have a child and you're a mommy lion like me, there's nothing you wouldn't do for your children, which is a beautiful blessing. And it's kind of just with life, it's pros and cons and issues, and you just take all of that complexity. All of that complexity just equals this greater love that you've never really felt before for someone else. And I think it's the purest form of love a person can feel becoming a parent, not only for the mothers, but also for the fathers out there. It's a beautiful thing to go through that journey, no matter how complex it gets, no matter how much your body changes. You're gonna have moments where you wouldn't change a thing no matter what, no matter how messy your house is, no matter how awful your hair looks, or if you didn't get to put makeup on that day, or just whatever. You definitely are going to embrace every single moment as a mother, and it's a journey that I believe is a beautiful one, and it's such a blessing to be a mother. No matter how many mommy issues I have or how much my life has changed, I just wouldn't have it any other way at this point in my life. I feel so blessed to have my children. No matter how many turns and twists my life has taken since having them, all of them are a blessing, and I try to remember each and every moment with my children, because I know one day I'm going to miss it. So embrace the toddler that's crazy, and they're 2 and they're into everything and they're destroying your whole world. Embrace that, because one day you're gonna look back and you're gonna wish that you had that 2-year-old just all in your face and all in your stuff, because they're gonna be a grown man or a grown lady, and you're gonna miss those moments. So I think my best advice for anyone watching this is take all of those mommy issues and take all of the changes in your life and embrace them. Hold on to them. Hold on to every crazy moment of the journey of being a mother. Hold on to that for as long as you can, because life is short, and to be a mother is a blessing in this world. It's something beautiful, it's something crazy, it's something so unique with each child, and it's such a journey and it's just something you can always look back on and just smile and maybe cry, and all those little moments that you had are very small. I think that is the biggest part I've learned over the 8 years I've been a mother, is all of that stuff is just so small compared to the blessing of being a mother. So embrace all those mommy issues and embrace your body and embrace your life changes, because welcome to motherhood. That's just how beautiful it is. You're gonna miss your children once they leave the home, and they call it empty nest syndrome. That's gonna happen to all of us mothers that have young children or preteen or teenage children. We're gonna have that moment where we miss them, and I know now even today alone, I was like, oh my God, my son, he's driving me crazy. I can't get anything done. And I'm on the phone with my mother. But at the same time, she was like, I'll take him for the night. He can come here or go to his Aunt Kayla's house. I said no because I knew that that moment would be lost forever. So I think holding on to those moments is very important, and getting through that anxiety of what it is that's frustrating you. Like, I have OCD. My house was a mess at that moment. It was driving me crazy. So I just cleaned my house up. I took my son out. We went shopping. So I cleaned my house up and I took my son out and we went shopping and everything was great again. So I think it's just such a beautiful thing. And yes, it's crazy. Yes, things go astray, and don't make plans because God knows they'll change, right? So I think you just have to be adaptable. And that's one thing I learned being a Army veteran. In the Army, I learned you have to adapt. You have to overcome the situation. And that really applies in childhood. You really have to embrace them. You have to understand what they want and need from you at that moment, no matter how crazy or hectic it is. And that's the power of being a mother. And we're almost like Wonder Woman in my mind, because we can really do anything. We are the rock of the family most of the time. So I say embrace. Nothing good comes easy. So I think being a mother is no exception to that rule. So just embrace every moment, and I hope that you all gathered something from this video. It is my first video on here, so definitely drop some comments. I'm not going to be perfect. This is the first one, so I'm going to do my best to improve as my journey here on my YouTube channel continues. But I thank each and every one of you for watching, and I really look forward to doing more videos, maybe about mommy issues or my life journey, maybe losing weight. Definitely talk about relationships eventually, divorces, which I've had 3. That's going to be a whole video on its own, so we'll definitely get into that. I'm here to really empower women and just empower the world and spread some positivity around. That's really my goal here. So I really hope I empowered someone out there tonight. Please like, share, comment below. I definitely can take some criticism. And keep in mind, it's my first video. All my equipment is not here, especially my lighting. But I have a tough skin. I was in the Army. I've been to war, so I can take it if you want to lay it out there. There's always going to be haters, so I love you all. I hope I gained some followers here. I hope I helped someone tonight. If I missed some topic on mommy issues or how your life changes as a mother, I am sure that I will touch on that later in another video. So thank you all. OMG Becky out.